Hello to my Patreon community. It's so fun and exciting and honor to be doing this. I'm gonna light a little sage. I really want each of these videos that I make here for all of you that have done this membership to be healing energy transmissions. And so I'm going to do an oracle card reading today, but I just ask with this smoke clearing that any energies that don't belong in your space, that don't belong in my space, would leave, that we would clear from this area all doubt and fear, and that I would be a clear channel to bring through whatever message it is that you most need to hear right now. And so it is. So let me know how the sound is. This is one of my first videos. I don't know if I'm going to need to get a little extra mic. I'm going to pull a card for you. And my intention is that wherever and whenever you're watching this in time, space, history, whether it's, you're just joining and there's hundreds of videos on here, this is the very first video, that I believe that you are watching this because there is a message that wants to come through, that wants to channel through. I'm going to be pulling from this deck by Doreen Virtue, the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. I used these a lot right when I first started my brand, like 3 years ago, and I haven't really picked them up since. I really like this. I don't know what the artist did this, but on this front one, there's like a castle. I always think of it, a castle within her heart. So I just asked to be a clear channel right now, and whatever really specific messages need to come through for this community would just come through, and that I would just get my own ego and my own thoughts out of the way, that the message would be clear. I'm asking the cards, what is it that you most need to hear today? What is it that you most need to know? Purification. It is time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and mind. I'll show you guys the card again. When this card shows up in a reading, and I think what's most wanting to come through now, it's really easy to think about, I'm going to go on a cleanse. I'm going to go on a diet. I'm going to do everything really, really good. I'm going to do everything really, I'm going to do no toxins, no anything. That's all good. But the message that's really wanting to come through to you right now is a purification and a cleansing of your thoughts. You're wondering why things are continuing to show up in your reality the way that they are. It has to do with the thoughts that you're continuously thinking. And so Coventina comes to us and says it's time for a clearing out or a cleansing of the thoughts that you were thinking. And it's really nice to just think, oh yeah, I need to start thinking different thoughts. But what the guides are saying is that you need to do two things. That you need to actually be really serious about this card and this message that you're getting. Don't just take it as, oh yeah, that would be a nice thing to do. That there is effort required in a purification of your thoughts. It is becoming brutally honest and aware of the things that you're telling yourself and the ways that it doesn't serve you. This might require journaling. This might require you getting out a piece of paper and writing down all the beliefs that don't serve you, writing down all the thoughts that don't serve you. If you've been hanging out with me for a long time, you know I talk a lot about setting reminders in my phone. You might set reminders in your phone every single hour. What am I thinking? What am I telling myself right now? You guys know this, that what you tell yourself turns into your reality. What you think about the most you get. What you talk about the most you get. Coventina with her purification card is asking you to really clear out any thoughts that no longer serve you. So I'm seeing the UPS truck pull up and my dog's going crazy downstairs. God. And the other message that was wanting to come through when I saw this card was that now more than ever, it's time for you to call on your guides. It's time for you to call on your angels. It's time for you to call on your ancestors. It's time for you to call on your friends' help for you to say, hey, I want to be held accountable for my thoughts. I do this. I'm encouraging you to do this as well. This is what this card is asking you to do. To say to your angels, to say to your guides, hey, there's just thoughts that don't serve me. Please send me a message. Please send me a sign. Please send me a song. Please send me a synchronicity when I'm getting caught in a thought pattern that's just going to help me create more of what I don't want. Ask your guides. You will be helped. Ask the people around you. Ask your partner. I don't know, that could be triggering. But ask your partner, ask the people around you that, hey, when you can tell that I'm off energetically, when you can tell that I'm speaking things that don't serve me, can you call me out? Get serious. It's time to purify what it is that you're thinking. When you tend to your thoughts first, then this other part, this purification of your body, which, yes, we take such good care of our bodies. We want to be ingesting things that are healthy. But when we first take care of our thoughts, one of those thoughts could be like, well, I just don't eat healthy. I struggle with eating healthy. I just don't, when we really get clear about our thoughts and we clear out those thoughts, then the taking care of the body part is a little bit easier. It flows a little bit easier. But first we purify our thoughts. What a beautiful. I'm feeling like maybe I'll just read from the book too. That might be fun. And then we'll finish up this little reading. Okay. This message comes as a help and not as an affront or a criticism. Your vessel has become clogged by overuse of harsh chemicals. I knew the card was going to talk about chemicals in body. That's what the guides were saying. No, this is about your thoughts, but I'll go ahead and read this. Overuse of harsh chemicals and the offending source is within your psyche. You've been ignoring your body's many signals and screams for relief from the steady ingestion of impurities. I would say the steady ingestion of negative thinking. Oh yeah, I know, you think you're positive, but it's just so insidious, these little thoughts that creep in. Perhaps you've noticed a slump in your energy level and your degree of joy has lagged as well. Never mind these past effects though, as a solution is at hand right now. Now that you've heard this message, do not hesitate for even a moment to make new arrangements. You'll want to keep a sharp focus on the contents of your mind and speech as well, for the words you think and speak are the very diet that supports or thwarts you. Oh, I think that's just what I was saying, The words you think and speak, you can take that away from this reading. The words you think and speak are the very diet that supports you. Choose purity, and I promise you a changed outlook for the better. Okay, I love you, beautiful souls. Remember that you are here right now at this time in history for a reason. You are loved, you are supported, you are seen, and together we are creating a beautiful new earth.